I got a pile of beef fat. Today, we're gonna make some tallow. It all started with a dream. The dream of homesteading and self-reliance. Today, that journey begins with this beef fat here. We're gonna make some tallow. We're exploring new and healthier options. I got this from a local farmer, and let's see how it goes. I know there's a few ways you can do this. Today I'm gonna be using the slow cooker. It is the first time I'm making it. I think you're supposed to take most of the meat off. And I know it's just a low, slow cook you want, just to melt it. We don't want to be frying it. It's still a little bit frozen. I'm sure this blue ink is food safe, but I don't know, something just ain't sitting right with me on it, so I'm cutting it off. As much as I can, anyway. More cat hair! Loki! Keep your cat hair out of the beef fat. Our journey's just beginning now. This year, we're gonna start with self-reliance things like making our own tallow, making our own broth, which I have bones for, so I'll probably have another video on that. And this year we're doing a large garden. So we'll be growing green beans, a lot of tomatoes, because we would plan on making our own sauce and canning that. Hopefully enough to last until next grow season. And just small other things, herbs, something we can dry out ourselves and store. What else we got? What else we got going on in the garden?
Green beans.
Oh yeah, we got one loofah plant. I think I planted like 4 or 5 of them, but only one sprouted. So we're gonna try and grow some loofah gourds. Make our own sponges. Yeah, green beans. I think I said green beans. Lots of green beans. We did well with green beans last year. But this year I want to grow enough that we can either can some and or freeze some for the winter. So in the coming years, after I get lots and lots of work done outside, I think we're going to start with egg chickens. And then once we get the hang of that, I'd like to get into meat birds. And then maybe later on have some meat pigs. This year though, I actually had a friend reach out and they're actually raising some pigs this summer, so we put an order in for some nice fresh pork. And our beef I've gotten at a local farm. I'm just trying to avoid the grocery store stuff, because I don't really have a lot of faith in our food chain system. All right, the fat is on. We're melting away. I think this one's going to be done first. It seems to be heating up a lot faster. But so for us, the purpose of making this is to use as a cooking oil. We've already moved away from seed oils. It's been quite a while. We've been using the extra virgin olive oil. I know some people make soap and stuff out of this. Maybe we'll try that out later on. But for now, we're just going to jar it up, store it, and use it to cook with. So this is like 3 hours later. I think I cut my chunks way too big. And the slow cooker, well, it's just slow. So I'm dumping it in a pan. I'm going to do this one in the oven to see how that goes. This pot here, I use scissors to cut the chunks down into smaller pieces, and that seems to be helping quite a bit. First pot is done. I forgot to record while I was doing this, but I have been holding this strainer here I don't know, almost 10 minutes now. And I still have all of that to do. But it's looking pretty clear, pretty golden. I think I did it right. That looks about right. I'm letting that drain into the pot. I am at just over 1 liter right now. So I'm hoping to get a good 4 liters once I'm all done. Now we're going to try and portion the tallow that we made yesterday. And by try, I mean we will. Just very quietly, because my son is now in bed. So I've already got some of this in jars. I just had a few jars kicking around the house. Yeah, okay, let's get this closer here. There we go. Okay, now I gotta lift this. Alright, I gotta leave a little space on the top, little head space for expansion during freezing. So we'll be freezing some of this, most of it. Okay, now spoon, jar. I'm trying not to make a mess. I cleaned enough greasy dishes today from making this stuff. Few lessons learned. Cut the meat smaller so it doesn't take 8 hours to render. Not gonna lie, these kind of look like little pea jars. Like little pea samples at the doctor. Or apple juice. Hey babe, you want an apple juice? No. Well, there we have it. 12 beautiful jars of homemade tallow, plus one little butter dish. Oh, plus 3 jars that I have in the fridge that I already had at home. So I made 15 little jars like this, plus the butter dish, which is, I think, pretty decent. This should last us quite a while. Hopefully the next year, maybe? I'd say a year. We'll see what happens.